Hey guys, it's Falafel92, and today we're coming on Star Wars Saturday. We're coming out with a new LEGO Star Wars video, all the new LEGO sets that I've acquired over the last 3 months. So let's get started. So in front we have the new ATT Walker that just came out last year. We got 8 minifigures, including the, we got 3 battle droids: the Spider Droid, Commander Cody, Gunner, and 3, 212th, Legion clone troopers that are in the foreground. So yeah. And so here's a look at the interior. Except when that falls down when you don't want to. So yeah. That's the whole front, cabin type of thing. And so here's the, the entire back end of the vehicle. Overall, a very gorgeous set. And, here's a look at the inside. A little cabin. And, the gun. And so overall, it's a very well designed and beautiful set to me. But where I think that the set has flaws is I feel, in the front here, I have the problem of sometimes, if it's put in a bad spot, it has a very tight fit for me. And especially having small hands, it doesn't really help me all too much. That's just me. And also, I really don't care for how, this is, set up, if you know what I mean. It's like, I don't know, I feel like it does fit well at times, and then there are times where the set will just openly fight me, and it's like, why? Why do you fight me? I just think that's obnoxious, and it's like, yeah, thanks, Legos. And so, now, I just, personally, I don't know, how other, like, ATT walkers did this, but I don't care for this whole clipping at the back. That just bothers me so much. Like, they could have easily have put in like a rod or something to help it, clip better, but that's just me. And also, and going back to the whole small hands comment, yeah, I also feel that for me, it's like, this is kind of a tight fit for me because, my hands are kind of that chubby, but that's not really important. Just I feel it's a tight fit for me. And finally, as much as I like the Spider Droid, build, I feel like they're kind of trying to build upon, the whole 2019 clone Skywalker, which also came with a little, Spider Droid build alongside that, but that was scene accurate. This is not. Because if you watch Revenge of the Sith, and especially the scene of which they are basing the set on, to me, it's like, what are you doing? This is completely not, this is just not scene accurate at all, but that's just me. And so now we come over to Obi-Wan's Starfighter. Again, also, I believe, came out last year as well, same year as the ATT Walker. Again, I think it's a very gorgeous build, just like so. And here's the bottom side. And also, and then there, there's a R4P17's body. And we got the cockpit over here, and Twang P, I believe is her name. She's one of the she's one of the Kamoan people who works when, Obi-Wan happens to fly in Attack of the Clones. Overall, I think it's a very gorgeous and very simple build. I think it's beautiful, but for me, I just feel like if you were to like lightly tap it wrong, it's like you can just do that, and it's like, okay, I feel like they could have made, a couple of extra legs. I've had Mace Windu's Jedi Starfighter in the past, like probably 10 years ago. And so, yeah, that I feel was a much better Starfighter build than this set. I mean, it's the same style of build, it's just the landing craft is what I don't care for, landing gear. Also, I just don't really care for having to try and, come up, for a spot for this and for this. That to me is just obnoxious, but at the same time, it's like, that's what you're getting, so yeah. And now we come over to the UCS Luke's Landspeeder, also I believe coming out last year. And so yeah, this is about how big it is. And just for clarity, That is the 2020 play scale version with the full scale. I think it's a very gorgeous set, but yeah, for me, definitely, you know, I was watching another YouTuber talk about, you know, this set, and, you know, he was talking about how, you know, if you watch the movie, this should be shorter, this should be a little taller, and I actually kind of agree with that. Because if you watch A New Hope, you know, it's like this is kind of short, and this is kind of tall. But otherwise, it's just, I mean, aside from that, it's like my Batmobile, which I've, you know, covered in a previous video, just gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful. I also kind of like the new Luke minifigure that I got. And he's about my 6th iteration of him, so yeah. And also C-3PO, which, I mean, it's got a cool leg print, so yeah. And also here's just, you know, the little text for the, you know, plaque for the model. And so yeah. Overall, these 3 sets are very beautiful, absolutely stunning sets, and especially Luke's Landspeeder. That is beautiful. But yeah, they're overall great sets, and I adore all of them. And so yeah, it's been Star Wars Saturday with Falafel92.